Sorry about that, babe.
Alright guys, another deathless run. This time it's going to be Gun.Smoke on the NES. This was a quick run. It only took me a few days and very little practice. In fact, the run that you're seeing right now was the only actual attempt that I did, and I got it on the first try. Obviously, I played through the game a bit and stuff, but as far as sitting down and recording, this was the only time I did it. First level's pretty easy, so I'm going to go over general tips for the game that serve you throughout, if you're having trouble with the game or you want to do it deathless yourself. So first things first, in order to beat the levels, you need to get a wanted poster. The wanted poster unlocks the boss at the end of the stage. If you don't buy or find a wanted poster, the stage will loop, and that happens for all of the levels, and it could loop infinitely. Which, by the way, we're currently having a challenge on my Discord. I will put the link in the description and overlay in the video here. For a high challenge score, so basically if you want to do that, I would just, recommend looping the first level over and over again. But anyways, so each level, the wanted poster is hidden, or you could buy it from one of the salespeople, whether it be the woman or the man. Here you can see the woman selling different weapons, which we'll get into soon. So the first things first, like I said, you need the wanted poster. Second, you're going to want the horse. The horse allows you to move quicker, and it also allows you to tank a few hits. It is only available, I believe, in the first level as a barrel item, right there. Otherwise, you have to buy it, and I think it's 20k if I remember correctly, so you're going to always want money for a horse, because the horse gives you a new lease on life, and it makes you stronger. The next most important thing is the smart bomb. So what the smart bomb does is it acts as a POW, which is an item that you could pick up that clears the screen of enemies. However, more importantly, it acts as a shield, essentially. So if you have the smart bomb equipped and you are off your horse, you could actually get hit once without dying, and it clears the screen of all the enemies. So the horse and the smart bomb, in my opinion, are the most important things, obviously aside from the wanted poster, which we just found there. And then as far as the weapons go, the shotgun is very good because it's good for crowd control, especially on later levels where there's tons of low-level enemies. Next, I'd recommend the Magnum because it does a really good job against bosses. And lastly, I'd recommend the machine gun. While the machine gun is good, your money is better spent on horses, smart bombs, and the other two guns first. Now, if you're not dying, you only need to buy the guns once, which is great, but obviously if you die, you lose whatever you had equipped. And there you can see the POW, which basically that's what the smart bomb does. If you have it equipped and you get hit, the smart bomb will clear the screen of enemies. So now we're at the end of the level, and because we have the wanted poster, here's the boss. I don't know what to say, guys. Like, I feel like this run is more so regarding what kind of gear you have and your reflexes. I did pretty crappy on this level, to be honest with you. I probably should not have lost the horse here, but I did. It really just comes down to dodging and how quick can you mash, really. And like I said, the Magnum does a great job on bosses, especially some of the later bosses. And ways to obviously save your money, when the wanted posters are hidden throughout the level, that's great because you don't have to buy them. I end up buying the one for the 5th level on this run, which we'll get to later, but mostly because I was starting to get worried that my run was going to come to an end, to be honest with you. So my goal was to try to just ease myself as much as possible. But it is hidden on each level, and typically it's hidden towards the end, so that's a good way to save cash. So to start this level, you can see I switched to the shotgun, which has a more spread approach. Obviously, it's better than the two-prong approach of the basic gun. And I feel like this is really good with crowd control. As far as bosses and breaking barrels, though, it's actually not great. You have to get super duper close for it to be more effective on the barrels and the bosses, but for general crowd control, it doesn't get any better than this, honestly. And don't worry about ammo. If you're running low, it's really cheap to buy it from the vendors, and a lot of the enemies drop ammo, which is great. So at this point, I'm going to buy the smart bomb, which I said. So right now, if I get hit, I die. But if I switch from the shotgun to the smart bomb, that gives me the ability to tank a hit. And it's very important throughout this run. The horse and the smart bomb, they make me look better than I am. You gotta take what the game gives you. So now I have the smart bomb equipped. We're back to the basic gun. There's the hidden wanted poster for level 2. They try to troll you by putting it by the skull there, which slows you down, debuffs you. But this smart bomb makes me better than I am. You know, it gives me the ability to get hit twice. And now that I have the horse, I can unequip the smart bomb and go back to the shotgun until we get to the boss. Reason being, the horse is able to tank more hits than the smart bomb, but it looks like I don't go back to the shotgun because honestly, shotgun's really good for crowd control, but when it's a little bit more sparse like this, I do prefer the regular gun. I'm pretty good at mashing, as you could see, so I shoot pretty quick naturally. Which reminds me, if you are a turbo user, which, you know, if that's what you want to do, that's great. You definitely don't need to buy the machine gun. It might be a little bit more powerful, but I think it's kind of a waste of money. The machine gun is essentially a turbo version of this gun, but I feel like I mash quick enough without it that I end up buying the machine gun, which actually does come in handy because I run out of some bullets later on, but it is by far the least desirable thing that you can buy in this game. That is a very well-placed POW. We're going to switch back to the shotgun here because I'm sensing funneling and lots of enemies coming up. And again, even though we did beat this game deathless, I don't know it like the back of my hand. I don't know if everything is a designated spawn. I think it might be. But as far as how they move, I think it goes off of how you move. I try to stay towards the middle bottom of the screen. I don't want to get pushed to the sides too much, as I feel like that could spell danger, especially on later levels, but this boss is kind of tough. He throws these, like boomerang knife things. And yeah, I like to like step up into it kind of and around it, and I keep the shotgun equipped here mostly because the enemies are quite frantic. And the closer you get to him, the more damage you could do, and obviously when you're on the horse, you could, you know, you could tank a few hits, so it's not the end of the world. But that's level 2. And in my opinion, the next level coming up is the difficulty spike in the game. For casual play, Comanche Village definitely ramps up, you know, the amount of enemies, the toughness of the enemies, so on and so forth. My general strat here stays the same, guys. I don't have a horse yet, so I'm going to equip the smart bomb in case I do get hit, and I'm pretty sure that almost every level from here on out, I do get hit while on the horse or while with a smart bomb, so if I did like a no horse, no smart bomb run, this would have definitely ended a few times. But like I said, you don't need to be perfect. You know, the game gives you these tools, so use them. So we're just using the regular gun for now, because I want to get these barrels a little bit easier, and I find you have to get a little bit too close with the shotgun. Do I buy anything from this guy? I don't think I do. Yeah, I think I contemplated buying the Magnum or the machine gun, but then I realized, shit, I need my money for the, horse, man, you know? I don't want to be short when it's horse time, otherwise I pretty much just work the entire run. So we're moseying along here, we still got the smart bomb equipped. You'll see me constantly going in and out of the menu a lot. That's to check to see what my ammunition status is at. And again, I'm not really trying to use the shotgun right now. Things are getting hairy. The shotgun would have been great there, but again, I'm worried about getting hit, so I need the smart bomb equipped. And if you don't have the smart bomb equipped and you feel like you're about to get hit and you have the ability to pause, you could equip it really quickly, and it'll basically save your life. The one downside to a lot of the things in this game, especially the smart bomb, if you use it and then you rebuy it, you have to pick up ammo before it replenishes. Just because you buy the smart bomb from the vendor doesn't mean you're actually going to have one right away. So it makes a few situations later in the game a little bit hairy. And here, I guess you could sense getting a little bit antsy, so I switch over to the shotgun. Luckily, I had the force field power up, which doesn't last very long, by the way, so don't rest on your laurels there. And then we switch back to the old tried and true smart bomb machine gun combo, and now we're able to get our horse, thank goodness, and I try to buy some ammo whenever I can. I think I'm full, though, at this point. So now we're gonna obviously go back to the shotgun because we could tank 2 or 3 hits, I believe, on the horse. When the horse blinks, I believe you have one more hit left. And obviously, I mentioned the shotgun is great for crowd control. Some of these levels actually are quite long. It's tough to explain. The game itself is pretty short, but in ways it could feel very, very long, especially when it gets really tense and a lot of enemies are on the screen. You'll be like, oh my god, when's this gonna end? And this is definitely, like I said, the difficulty spike level. Don't get me wrong, levels 4, 5, and 6 are very hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the difficulty goes down, but this is the one where I feel like level 1 is really easy. Level 2 is a slight step up, and level 3 is like nuts. Like, look how many fucking guys there are on the screen, dude. This is like a perfect level for the shotgun. And again, you'll see me popping in and out of the menu constantly in this game during this run. Because there's no HUD, so I don't know how much ammo I have left, and I want to be careful. So at this point, like I said, I don't know the game very well. I thought that I looped the level by accident, and I was like freaking out. But I think... Was there 3 vendors in this level? I could be wrong, or that vendor was just like really, really late. Either way, I didn't loop the level, thank goodness. The hidden wanted sign is coming up right over here. Again, they troll you by putting it next to a debuff item. And like I said, in this run, I grabbed 5 of the 6 wanted posters that are hidden. In level 5, I choose not to grab it because I'm trying to simplify my mind, and I had money to spare. Otherwise, I would have grabbed it. So again, shotgun wreaking havoc, and we're getting lots of awesome ammunition drops, which is wonderful. I also want to point out, at certain points of the level, do not... I ended up grabbing a debuff there, which sucked, and then I ran right into a guy because of that. And now we're currently blinking, so things are, you know, I'm getting feeling a little hot under the collar right now. But we do obviously prevail. When you get closer to the end of the level, guys, don't freak out about grabbing every single item, because chances are you're already maxed out on your speed, you're already maxed out on your gun range, and you might even already be maxed out on your ammunition. So if you feel like a barrel is going to put you in harm's way as far as collecting what's there or breaking it, don't bother. You know, it's very tempting to. It's natural for all of us to want to loot everything, but you don't have to. Now we got the Comanche Chief, which I think I quickly learned that the shotgun's not great against him. Mostly because he has a spread himself. And I'm pretty sure the horse is going to die here. If the horse doesn't die, man, I'm a wizard. Because I'm pretty sure I should have got hit a couple times. Yeah, we end up either running out of ammo. Yeah, we ran out of ammo. So we're going to switch over to the smart gun, or the smart bomb, excuse me. And as you could see, the shotgun wasn't great for that guy. I actually feel like, you know, clearly the Magnum would be awesome against him, as it is for every boss. But the regular gun and the machine gun will be really, really good against the Comanche Chief. Alright, now we got level 4 here. The Ninja. In my opinion, this is the easiest boss in the game. Oftentimes, when I did my practice, which was, I don't know, maybe like... between me beating the game and practicing, maybe I played this level like through 5 times or something like that. I'm actually sometimes able to kill him without him even moving. Basically, like, I spawn camp him, because he warps in and out. I think it's a little bit sloppier in this run, but we still get it done. The key to the ninja is just pressuring him. So, in this level, you obviously see we have a lot of crap going on. We have mountains and things falling off the mountains, so it shrinks the screen. This is the start of tons of enemies coming from below. There I choose to not buy anything, I believe, or I bought a machine gun. I don't remember. Couldn't really see. Either way, like I said, when you're doing a no-death run, as long as you buy stuff, it's always in your inventory, unless you die with it, or you obviously use a smart bomb by getting hit. So if you buy a weapon, it's going to stay with you if you're not dying. Just run out of ammo once in a while. But this is actually a good level for the shotgun, but we don't have a horse yet. So we're doing the whole smart bomb, regular gun shtick. But you can see how treacherous this game could get. And if you're not careful, it's over in an instant as far as at least like one death, right? Look how many enemies are coming from below, dude. But one thing that's cool about this game though, and there you go, that's why you have the smart bomb equipped. I got shot in the poop chute, and it saved me. And thank fucking God over here that we got the horse. But yeah, now we can switch to the shotgun, which is better for this level since there's so many freaking enemies, dude. Yikes. You can see, you saw right there why the smart bomb is so freaking important in this game, guys. Horse and smart bomb, those are your keys to victory, unless you just want to be godlike and you want to play the game forever and practice forever. I am doing some nifty maneuvering here, I can't lie, which again, aided by the horse because it's making me move faster. Oh man, sometimes I look at this game and I'm like, you know, it's really not that easy. But a lot of it, much like old games, comes down to knowledge and practice. The more knowledge you have of the game and the more practice you have, you know, the easier it gets. You know, my first few attempts at it or whatever, you know, the first time I only made it here, or no, I made it to the Comanche chief level. Yeah, I didn't know anything about, I'm not buying the smart bomb, I'm not buying the shotgun, I'm just trying to save my money, you know what I mean? I'm being foolish. The rule of thumb, as I mentioned, there's always enough money for the horse. So we're just crowd controlling here, hoping for more ammo drops that we don't run out of our shotgun, because if we can continue to have the shotgun on the horse, it makes this level infinitely easier, you know what I mean? Plus, we are out of the smart bomb, which is never great. It's actually going to put us in a bit of a hairy situation at the beginning of the next level, where you no longer have your horse, and you gotta wait to not only buy the smart bomb, but then find ammo. So the hidden wanted poster is up there. Like I said, it's typically at the end of levels and also by barrels. So I don't know if I actually mentioned it, but in order to find the hidden item, the hidden wanted poster, you just have to shoot the area where it is. So the block or whatever that it would be, even though it's hidden, shoot it and it will appear. So like I said, for the ninja, you want to pressure where he spawns and just fire like crazy. I get some weird enemy spawns which kind of make this fight a little bit sloppier than usual, but there you could see, you could shoot him and oftentimes he won't do anything. This is like the most I've ever seen him jump around, actually. But I'm getting really weird enemy spawns compared to usual. There, that's a perfect example. As long as you're able to stay on top of him, he literally can't do anything. So if you're right by him and you just keep mashing away, almost with whatever gun, I think, pretty sure you could even get away with it with the regular gun. He's super duper easy. However, if you let him bounce around a lot, that's where things can get really tricky. Speaking of tricky, last two levels now. This one's the river one, which does feature some interesting mechanics that could also get hairy. You're going to see here at the beginning of the level, no longer have mountains, but we have trees, which serve to kind of funnel us over to a side. And then, of course, we're going to start having some enemies coming from below. We're going to quickly buy our smart bomb, but we don't have any ammo. So we need to get some ammo before it's even usable. There we go, thank goodness. So we're gonna immediately switch to this because we are not that good at this game. We are not gonna do a no-hit run. That is for goddamn sure. I'm definitely retiring this game for quite some time. And there you go. That is not good, guys. We end up having to use a smart bomb early. Now, the mechanic that I wanted to talk about is you actually can go in the water. However, in order to get on and off the dock, on and into the water, it's really freaking herky-jerky. You can kind of see it. See how I'm skipping back and forth? Thank goodness I have the freaking force field power-up. It is really weird, and you won't really know how it is until you play it yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a trip to go in and out of the weird terrains, but we got through, and right now, guys, we're hanging on by the skin of our teeth, trying real hard to just stay alive and use our shotgun until we can get our freaking horse. I grab a despawn there. Dude, debuff, excuse me. There's a bullet storm going on around me. I choose to go in the water. I'm freaking out. I'm like, God damn it, the run's gonna come to an end, right? Thankfully, it doesn't. And there we go. It's Horse Lady. Let's go, baby. So we end up getting a little bit of ammo and a horse. Oh, that's right. I end up buying the wanted poster. I'm going to be on the screen for a little while. And the reason for this is we don't have a smart bomb. And I feel like my skills are starting to deteriorate before my eyes. I know where the poster is. But like I said earlier, sometimes you want to pass up on barrels, right? Like if you don't have to go out of your way to get an item, don't bother. Because sometimes it could put you in harm's way. In this instance, it could kill my horse, or kill me if I scrub it up prior to then, so I ultimately choose to buy the wanted poster, which isn't that big of a deal, because we have plenty of money. We have enough money for the next level to buy a horse and a smart bomb. So that's the reason why I bought the wanted poster. But note to self, you don't need to buy a wanted poster. Thankfully, we get another POW there to clear the screen to make things a little bit easier for us. We have some more wacko terrain. It's still even wacko on the horse. You can see the horse kind of skipping around the edge. You have to, like, commit. It's almost like your character sort of doesn't want to go over the edge. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of a video game example, like Mickey from Castle of Illusion or something, right? Or Sonic even. One of those games when you get close to the edge, the character kind of, like, does some weird shit. And that's kind of what you could liken it to here. I think the wanted poster, off the top of my head, is there. I think it's right by those two skulls. If the boss is here, yeah. The wanted poster, I think, was right by those two skulls, but I chose not to, again, bother with it. We had enough money, and it is what it is. So again, shotgun for crowd control. This boss isn't too hard, actually. He shoots, like, bombs at you, but you're gonna see the devastation of the Magnum in full effect. You know, this is an endgame boss, guys. Look how many times I have to shoot him. And dead. Just like that. The Magnum is key. The only problem with the Magnum is you could blow through your ammunition pretty quickly. Especially if there's other enemies on the screen, it's going to be tough for you to swap back and forth between shotgun to Magnum on the fly constantly. You don't want to be in and out of menus, you want to be focused in the moment. So, I actually do run out of Magnum ammo here at the final boss in the final level, and this is the final level. Now, one thing I will say, if you're playing this game on a CRT, this level is actually harder. I'm playing on the Retro AVS, so it's in, obviously, full HD. A little bit easier to see. We grab a debuff there for some reason. I don't know why I went up so aggressively. And you notice a pattern here? A lot of levels seem to start with a funnel. And that's kind of what's going to continue on throughout this level and through the last half of the game here. So we're going to quickly grab our smart bomb as, again, we're trying to stay alive. That is the goal. Oof, I remember this. I'm like, oh no, it's coming to an end. But somehow, some way, oof, we navigate our way through there. We need some ammo. Quickly, somebody drop some fucking ammo. Where? Here it is. Grab it. Now we have the smart bomb. So we can switch back to our regular gun and the smart bomb to give us extra lease on life. We have plenty of cash to buy a horse at this point. I think we might end up not... Ugh, the smart bomb in full effect, guys. This level's tough. So now we're out of the smart bomb, which means we need to hang in there until we get our horse. We have to do whatever we need to do. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty sure at this point that I was gonna die. I was very, very pleased when I didn't. Oh my goodness. Shitting myself. I still can't believe I did this on my first recorded attempt. I thought for sure it would take me like 5 to 10 tries, at the least. Just because it's so easy to get clipped, man. Like, you saw how quickly I got shot there. I had to use my smart bomb. And we're still... we're not in Horseville, man. But, again, the power of the shotgun, especially if you don't have a smart bomb or if you're on your horse, is, cannot be... I cannot, you know, express how good it is. Maybe not so much against the bosses, but to get to the level... Oh, we need to get that horse! And as you can see, because we decided to buy the wanted poster in the last level, we do not have enough to buy it here, which is, pause for my delay here. But we have enough for the horse, which is fine. And we know where the posters are. We end up obviously picking it up, we don't loop the level. But it's in a weird spot, which you can get caught in there. So that's why I was kind of hoping I had enough just to buy it and not worry about it. You'll see it in a little bit. It's in a weird spot with a bunch of tombstones. You have to enter in and out diagonally. And thank goodness we're able to grab another smart bomb. That kind of gives me insurance, if you will, but I actually think we finished the game on the horse, believe it or not. We actually don't do too bad on this level, aside from, obviously, getting shot early on and having to use the smart bomb itself. But we got another one, so now we are good to go, and since we are on the horse, obviously, guys, we're not switching back to the smart bomb. Why the fuck did I grab that? I don't know why. I have no idea why I went up and to the left there. There was no reason for me to do that, but we debuffed ourselves for no reason. I really wasn't even avoiding anything. That was very strange. I'm probably just feeling my nerves at this point. And you're gonna see me popping in and out of the menus, especially on this level and during the boss, to see how much ammunition I really have left. And I know that we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. This is obviously a very long level as it's the last one, and there's a 2-phase boss. And I believe the area with the wanted poster is coming up. Yep, it's right in here. See, it's very strange. You have to go in diagonally and you can get caught on the scenery. I don't think I finished my thought earlier. The good thing about this game, a lot of old Nintendo games, if you get caught in the scenery as the screen is scrolling, you will die. But Gun.Smoke actually pushes you along, so in many ways it's very forgiving. You know, it can be tough, you know, as I stated, without proper knowledge and gear. But it is very forgiving, you know, with the horse, with the smart bomb, and not squishing you as the screen scrolling. So what's our goal at this point, guys? Don't debuff ourselves. Try to get to the boss with the horse, and we're feeling good, right? Because we still have a smart bomb, and we're doing pretty good on ammunition. But as I stated, it is a 2-phase boss, so we're gonna need as much ammunition as possible, especially if we're sloppy with our shots, which we end up being. But we're doing good. Our horse isn't blinking. At this point, we got everything we need. We're just in survival mode. There's really no extra thinking or game planning going on at this point. And the boss, honestly, kind of status quo, you know. Boss is pretty quick, but nothing crazy. In fact, I would argue that, like, some of the other bosses are tougher. What makes this guy tough is the fact that he has 2 phases, so it's basically 2 bosses in one. So now, this is it, guys. It's time to empty the rounds here like Tony Montana at the end of Scarface. So he has like a machine gun, which it can get hairy, especially like if we weren't on our horse. Oh, I might lose my horse. I can't remember. But we're shooting with our Magnum. As I stated, the Magnum does a lot of work on the bosses. Oh, that was it. I was sure that I was gonna lose my horse there, but I didn't. So either the bullet died right in front of me, or it glitched. I have no idea, but we're still on a horse. So we're gonna use out our Magnum, and then I think I actually use my, oh no, we're using the shotgun. Wow, probably for crowd control. But I think we end up using our machine gun to kill him. Yeah, that's right, I was running low on Magnum ammo, I remember now. We end up using it pretty quickly. Now we're back to the normal gun, I believe. Yep. But we're in good shape, guys. We still have a horse and a smart bomb, so we're not freaking out. We're just taking our time, dodging and weaving, shooting. And he's got 2 clicks left. Ooh, really hairy there. Thank goodness bumping into that guy doesn't kill your horse. And 1 more shot, and that's it. We beat Gun.Smoke. Gun.Smoke without dying. Very, very happy with that. It was kind of an off-the-cuff run. Not a lot of practice went into it. The least amount of practice by far. You know, I practiced way more for Contra, Castlevania, Little Nemo, Turtles, Metal Storm. This was super quick and super easy. Took me about 4 days, you know, on and off with, like, I remember there was a day, actually it was 5 days with 2 days off where I didn't play it at all. And not a lot of time went into it, thank goodness. Obviously I'm gonna let you guys read the cutscenes and stuff here. Pretty much, you know, you vanquish all the bandits and you restore peace to Hicksville. And that's that. So, a lot of talking as usual. You guys probably want me to shut the fuck up, and I will, because the video's almost over. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like the video. Comment. I do my best to reply to all comments and all videos. And subscribe if you haven't already. We do a lot of stuff here on this channel, mostly retro-centered, including challenge runs like this. I want to keep doing a bunch of no-death runs. That's kind of my shtick. I'm not a no-damage guy. I'm not really much of a speedrunner. I like the no-death. I feel like that's a good middle ground for a lot of that. Take care, guys, and we'll see you in the next no-death run.